time to the second paragraph, and then let me mute everyone again. If you want to talk, just unmute yourself. Okay.
How far is the media willing to go to shine a spotlight on a criminal? In 2013, Rolling Stone magazine put an accused terrorist on the cover of its magazine. Many businesses refused to sell the issue. In fact, a hashtag telling people to boycott the magazine began trending on Twitter. What effect did this negative publicity have on sales? Back in 1970, cult leader Charles Manson made the cover of Rolling Stone. The interviewer won an important award for the piece. It also helped Charles Manson get more fan mail.
Okay. So, you know the meaning of hashtag. What do you mean by hashtag telling people to boycott the magazine?
Maybe it's a group of people to accompany each other.
Mm-hmm.
I think put a very important test, and other people follow it and expand this message to another peoples.
Yes, hashtag is a kind of symbol nowadays in the media. I'm just showing you hashtag. If we've got hashtag here, no. Let's say hashtag symbol. Yeah. Okay, this is the symbol. Okay, you can see the symbol.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. This symbol is usually used in the social media in order just to give a topic to others, or the others can follow it, or they can add more information about that topic. This is called hashtag, okay? So especially on Twitter and on some social media such as Instagram, or even in YouTube, if you have noticed on the videos, I put some hashtag ESL or hashtag debates. So these are the discussions that we have, and if someone wants to follow the discussions or to find something similar on the internet, they can just follow the hashtags. So that's a good way just to spread some news in the on the media, on especially social media, internet. So hashtag telling people to boycott the magazine began trending in Twitter. It means that they started this kind of trend on the Twitter so that the others can join this campaign against buying that magazine, because they were just selling the magazine due to the cover, due to the a terrorist picture on the cover. So yes, and you know the meaning of boycott?
No, I don't know. Cutting.
Refuse, use something.
Pardon?
Refuse, use, resistance.
Ignore.
Like this.
Yeah, means resist or stop just buying it, or
Yeah.
stop just having communication with someone that is boycotting, okay? When you stop the relationship with someone, it's called boycott. And you know, it has got a very interesting story. Boycott was the name of a duke or a person in the history who was boycotted actually from the society because of his behavior, and that's where the word comes from. Okay, that's the origin of boycott. Let me see if I can remember well. Let's say origin of the word boycott. Okay. So if you look at this part, it says that the word boycott entered into English language during the Irish Land War and derived from the Captain Charles Boycott. So it was the name of this captain, Captain Charles Boycott, the land agent of an absentee landlord, Lord Erne, who lived in a low mask house. near Bolingbroke in County Mayo, Ireland, who was subject to social ostracism organized by the Irish Land League in 1880. You know, ostracism means tyranny, means oppression, means trying to force people to do things. So that's where the boycott comes from, and you can see in the Wikipedia that there are lots of information about this word. If we look at just the etymology of this word, etymology means the history of this word. Etymology, when we are talking about etymology of a word, we mean where the word comes from. So we just talked about this. As harvest had been poor that year, Lord N offered his tenants a 10% reduction in their rents. In September of that year, protesting tenants demanded a 25% reduction, which Lord N refused. Boycott then attempted to evict 11 tenants from the land. Charles Stuart Parnell, in a speech in Ennis prior to the event in Low Mask, proposed that when dealing with tenants who take farms where another tenant was evicted, rather than resorting to violence, everyone in the locality should shun them. Should shun them means should avoid them, should just keep away from them. While Parner's speech did not refer to the to land agents or landlords, the tactic was first applied to boycott when the alarm was raised about the evictions. Despite the short-term economic hardship to those undertaking this action, boycott soon found himself isolated. His workers stopped work in the fields and stables, as well as in his house. Local businessmen stopped trading with him, and the local postman refused to deliver mail. So that's where boycott, the word, comes from. This is the part that we are focusing on. They stopped having any kind of relationship with the man. So the word boycott comes from that person's name in the Irish history or in the English history, where they stopped having any relationship with him. They isolated him completely. They stopped working for him in the fields and in his house, and also stopped trading with him. And the local postman refused to deliver mail to him. So he was totally isolated in the history.
Sorry, Sam. Can we say sanction is a synonym for boycott?
Exactly, but you know the difference is when you sanction someone, you are legally doing that. You know, there are some regulations and rules to do that. But when you boycott someone, it means that we don't need any regulations. It's a general word. But when we use sanction, for example, you sanction a country, it means that you stop having trades with them, usually legally, you know,
Yeah.
through some legal procedures.
I get it, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Like United States has sanctioned Iran for some reasons, and that is called a sanction. But boycott, you can use boycott for everyone, and you don't need any. Here you see, for example, people started to boycott the magazine, began trending on Twitter. Okay. So what effect did this negative publicity have on sales? Was it effective?
It's a negative effect on sales, I think.
No. The question is, what effect did this negative publicity have on sales?
The negative point for magazine is the people didn't buy it.
Yeah, maybe it made this negative publicity made it more famous. You know,
They
everybody.
cannot make more money.
I think vice versa. They could make more money, even more money after this negative publicity.
Mhm.
Yeah, they wanted to buy the magazine to find out what is inside. So you see, back in 1970, cult leader Charles Manson made the cover of Rolling Stone. The interviewer won an important award for the piece. It also helped Charles Manson get more fan mails. So you see, they received more attention from the society. So even negative publicity does not work for this kind of magazines and this kind of,
They buy it from the black market also.
yeah, they buy it from the black market. And do you know the meaning of cult? Cult leader?
No.
What is the meaning of cult? No idea?
Cultural?
No.
No?
No. Cult is actually a group of criminals usually,
Ah.
or a group of people. Sometimes they are not criminals, just a some group of a religious people is called also cult. So cult means a gang, the same as a gang or a group of people. So a cult leader, Charles Manson, was a criminal actually, but it made the cover of the Rolling Stone in 1970. The interviewer won an important award for that piece, and it also helped Charles Manson get more uh, uh, fan mail. Sorry, there was no email at that time. Fan mail. You know fan mail?
The mail someone received from their fan.
Very good. Yeah, mail you receive from your fans is called fan mail. So let's continue.
Yeah, Charles Manson is a famous murderer.
He was a famous murderer.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. We can search what he did on the internet. Let's see his face. We are interested in the bad.
Yes,
Yeah, it's good to know him.
psychology.
Yeah, this is Charles Manson. Very
Oh,
cool. That's
very
right.
cool.
Very. So he was a criminal and a cult leader in mid 1967. Formed what became known as the Manson family, a quasi commune based in California. His followers committed a series of 9 murders at 4 locations in July and August 1969. And I think just saw a movie a few nights ago. Um, I forgot the name of the movie. One of his victims uh, was uh, was a lady.
No.
Yeah, a famous lady in Hollywood, but I forgot the name. Unfortunately, if I read this, I will remember, but we don't have time.
Is
He
it?
was a
Is it?
serial killer.
No, he was not actually a serial killer. He was, in fact, the head of a gang, and
Mhm.
they were hippies. You know, they were hippies.
That's right, yeah.
They were outlaws, and they were
Mhm.
to just deviate from the rule of the society.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
yeah, they did strange things at that time, and they were considered as cool guys because of the way that they lived. But uh, yeah, they committed a rough crime at that time. 9, it says 9, yeah, 9 murders, especially in Hollywood. They were quite famous because lots of people died. It was I think it was Polanski's, one of the directors, Hollywood directors. Polanski's wife was also killed by them.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it was Polanski's wife who was killed by them. And yeah. Oh, I remember the name of the movie if you want to watch. It was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yes.
Once.
Oh,